What's going on, people? It's your boy Nix. I represent the Hype Clan. And we up in here for our season 1
Hell yeah.
first episode.
Let's go.
And we are starting off with a banger already. But before we jump into that, I got to introduce y'all to the rest of the clan, or let them introduce themselves, I guess. So, of course, y'all know me. I am Nix. I also represent Do You Speak Geek. But tonight, I am the card-carrying member of the Thank God Vince McMahon's fucking Gone Club. Card-carrying member, first membership. You know, I'm gonna make sure I renew it every year.
It's a platinum card.
Absolutely, black card, whatever the fuck I gotta do. I'm renewing that bitch. I'm calling them every day. Do I have to renew now? Like, no, sir. Just yearly. Okay. I want to make sure. I want to keep this shit fresh.
Nice and annual.
That's me. I'm passing the mic around to I guess the elderly in the room.
Your uncle and your auntie with the 6 toes. Don't start with me, okay?
All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, afternoon, or morning, whenever you're listening. My name is Montel, known as Navy Montel. I am always and will forever be the frosty bearded blurticorn.
But tonight,
I am in gorilla position.
You are the melanated Mr. Fuji. Oh, you're in gorilla position.
I'm in gorilla position.
Melanated Mr. Fuji, that's crazy. You cannot let that slide.
It's not going anywhere. Trust me. I've been threatened many times. It's not going anywhere.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna hope we catch on. All right, so let's pass it around. I guess we should have done ladies first, I guess, but I guess we can go ahead and do it now.
Hello. I'm Lucia. I like wrestling, but I also do other things. I am a cosplayer, cross painter, makeup artist, just all around dope person.
Right.
Facts.
I do things.
Talk your shit.
Yup.
Right.
And I have my wrestling page and my cosplay page.
That is what's up. I am so glad that she is here. And we're gonna pass it on to my big homie.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Slim Jones, the 2D Terror, the Tune of Doom, the animator, blurred geek guy.
That's what's up.
I'm just here for color commentary and comedy.
Ain't nothing but color in this recording. What you talking about?
Hey,
the real color commentary.
Yeah, I know, right? Yo, why didn't we go? Oh shit! Why didn't we go with that? We are the color commentary. Why the fuck didn't we go with that?
That'd have been so good.
Yo, that's
We
been
sat
dope.
there and toiled over a name for like 5 fucking days, and that shit would have been wow.
Yes,
color
we are.
Is it too late? Is it too late?
I mean, it ain't necessarily too late. We ain't like official.
We are the color commentary.
Oh shit, that was
Let's go.
Perfect. Why did we? Oh, okay.
No, that's really good.
But
I will Google that after this episode. Matter of fact, I will hold on to this episode. I'm gonna hold on to this episode until I Google that shit, because if it's available.
This could be a good one though. The start of it.
Yeah.
Where it came from.
Is it that? Because if that shit's not taken by the end of this episode being recorded and I Google that shit, it's on.
Yeah.
But until then, let's get into the shit, y'all. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. This fucking perv has now officially retired from WWE as chairman and CEO.
I wish you had some yes chants queued up. Thank God.
Yeah, I wish I did too. So, as we know, 76-year-old Vince McMahon has announced his retirement and further announcing that his daughter Stephanie and current WWE president Nick Khan will be taking over as co-CEOs. Stephanie, who has been interim, will also take over as chairwoman per the McMahon statement. McMahon previously stepped down as his role as chairman from the Wall Street Journal report, revealing that he had been paying $3 million in secret hush money to a former paralegal that he was giving the old sledgehammer to.
You sure it
Later
wasn't a
on, it
mallet?
came out that it was
It's
12
probably a
million.
mallet. I'm thinking it was a mallet because
Wet noodle.
That noodle. Wow.
Someone took a Nathan's hot dog out the pack and said, "Here, sir,
Stop it.
work with this."
Not a Nathan's.
Not 100% beef.
No, never knew.
Was it kosher? But anyway, Vince McMahon, after having also retired, it was also announced earlier today that Paul Levesque, Triple H, will be returning to the company as head of talent relations, though it was immediately unclear if it was related to McMahon's retiring. He is now stepping back into place as that position in light of not only Vince having allegations, but also people power. Mr. John Laurinaitis having the same allegations. So this is pretty fucking big. Y'all agree? I mean, this is
huge. This is like insane. I never thought I would see this day.
Yeah, like a lot of people, including myself, thought that we wouldn't see this until the man died.
Until he died.
Yeah, like I really thought that Vince McMahon would not let go of the reins ever.
You know what that means? That means they found something. They found something. And they found some evidence of it. And if they use the business money, the government gets involved. So they obviously found something to get, and him retiring is the only way to prevent that from happening.
I honestly feel like they have been setting up for a hostile takeover of his monkey ass for a long time, because everything is just taking a nosedive. Viewership, new viewers, and they talk about their merch sales. Yeah, but y'all can't hold on to your superstars for shit.
You see, that's the thing, because Vince and of course his clone Nick Khan, they've only been groomed to cater to the stockholders. As long as they're happy and the money is still rolling in, that's all they really care about as far as a company, because Vince McMahon will tell you himself, when he was CEO, that he's not in the professional wrestling business. He's in the entertainment business. And that just goes to show what he feels about not only the main product, but also the talent behind the main product. But
he always seems to interject himself.
Yeah. And with him now stepping down from WWE completely, we really got to understand and unpack not only what this means for WWE, but also for the professional wrestling industry as a whole. Because, I mean, you think about it, this man spent his entire wrestling career taking over territories, buying out competition. If he saw it, he wanted it, he got it. He was on his Ariana Grande shit. You know what I mean? Like he was doing his thing. And now it's like that era is finally over. Like people can no longer look over their shoulders and wonder, am I gonna get bought out next? Like there are probably still small indie companies out there who Vince could look at, and he might want just one or two guys, buy the whole fucking thing, take them two, and then everyone else is jobless.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone who he considered to be a threat, or even someone that was other, as you mentioned before, the territories. You had all these companies out here who were giving a variety of wrestling from different regions. California, Texas, the Mid-South, the South. Hell, you go north. You could go to it was all over the place. He didn't like the fact that they weren't looking at him. So what do? You're a rich kid. You buy out all the other kids. So now you got all your friends. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Look at man, I swear he just he. You ever seen a Vienna sausage pulled right out of the can?
Yeah, we roasted the guy. That's what's up.
Okay.
I was just telling Unc earlier, like, yo, like, y'all remember, like, when WrestleMania got his fans back? Like, Vince looked fucking ghoulish.
Yo. I didn't even watch WrestleMania, but I saw it on YouTube.
He
I
looked
dropped my soda.
bad. Like, exactly like I said, like, he looked like he needed some sun and a sandwich. Like, Jesus, like, Vince looked bad.
Well, guess what?
But
I got some alleged inside news. This is all a theory. This is a theory constructed by the writing team for Slim Jones too.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's hear it.
So the authority, Triple H and Stephanie, they wanted to get Vince McMahon out. He's been senile. He's been doing a lot of crazy things. So what do? You hit him with the ultimate bait for a man, a hot young paralegal. And how do you get to him? You get Pat Patterson to say, you get Triple H to say, hey, we're going to take care of you. John Laurinaitis, we don't like him either. So he's going to take the fall. And we're going to work this lady in here. And when she gets in here, we're going to take Vince down. And Triple H comes back miraculously after having heart procedures. Boom. He takes over the business. She's a plant and a victim. It's a big conspiracy. Follow the money trail.
No, I agree. You know what?
What? The only reason I say that wouldn't work because that's too upscale for WWE because as we know WWE they no longer believe in long-term booking and that's long-term booking for your ass right there.
Wow.
Well, ask y'all this though. Well, okay. Well, let's double back then. How about
Jeff Jarrett? Okay, I'm sorry.
No, not Jeff.
Sorry.
Jeff Jarrett. No, how about this one? How about hot take is that everybody's going to start coming out now, like maybe Sonny or some of the older those tits and what do you call it? TNA matches, the tits and ass matches, bra and panty matches, and all that.
Yeah.
Some of these people come back and start, making allegations against Vince.
Sonny need to keep her ass in jail.
So they're gonna be a Cosby, Vince McMahon.
It can happen.
It's too late, man. Let the goat go back under the bridge where he came from.
No, we gotta bury him. They're gonna bury him. It's gonna happen, man.
I see that happening. That could happen.
And all that money. You think this is the first time that's happened?
Definitely.
Oh no. But this is the first confirmed. Someone said, "Oh, yeah, it was trashy."
Like, I don't know if limitations are on NDAs, but if someone's NDA is expiring, they're gonna say some shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can imagine a phone call. Can I speak to Stephanie? Yeah, Stephanie. Hi. I fucked your father.
Treat like an old R&B song.
That's right,
Linda.
Yes, Stephanie.
Linda, this is Lisa.
I'm broken. I fucked your father.
I don't want to come out of the bag on you, but I just want to be talk to you one woman to woman.
Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, put your mom on the phone.
Linda, I fucked your husband. I want $3 million.
I think it's great. I mean,
you know what, Shane? You look just like your daddy. No, your real daddy.
Ooh. See how ghost Shane went. Shane went completely ghost. Yo.
Yeah, you ain't. Yeah. Whoa, you ain't heard. Nothing. You know what's crazy? They let go of Shane. Yo, what if all this shit started when they let go of Shane?
Here comes the money.
Maybe that was the catalyst. Like they let go of Shane, and then Shane was like, "Okay, I'll show you." And then he started working from the inside and all this shit because right after that, not too long after that,
Stephanie left.
Yep. And of course, Triple H got sick.
Well, no, Triple H came back because he had been sick for a while. That heart attack. Yo, what if all this shit really is a long game?
Okay, come on now, work with me.
Ooh, that's crazy. That would be crazy.
So you mean to tell me long-term booking actually works in some cases?
We just speculating, y'all. Don't hold us no candles and nothing like that. But we just speculating, like, yo, what if this shit has been building for a while.
Think about it though. What?
So who's the big bad? Shane?
Oh, Vince is the big bad.
Shane is Eisen.
Wow.
So in other words, Triple H is Wilson Fisk. Somewhere Shane is trying to be like Bullseye. That's how that works. Yeah.
Hey, my nigga is definitely worthy of being Wilson Fisk. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
But speaking of him, so now that he's back in control of talent relations, how do you all feel about him moving forward? Do you think there is still, I don't know, I guess time, or maybe even is there effort that needs to be put into not only revitalize relationships of people who were let go, but also help revitalize the main show products and definitely his first child? And I think that's NXT.
Yes. Let me speak on this. As being the oldest person in the group, and
that's true. He is the oldest. But go ahead.
I will punch you in your personality.
You said it.
sir.
I'm just. Go
I
ahead.
don't need you co-signing on my
I'm
ancientness. Okay, let me be ancient.
I'm sorry. Damn. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
stand you, sir. I'm sorry. You go ahead and say it. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
See, this is why we can't have.
I don't want to be future endeavor. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But growing up and having the chance to watch all the different wrestling territories and stuff.
Long time ago, right? Go ahead.
And back when the wrestling ring was laid with granite, and they were using the sinew from the dinosaurs for the ropes, and
they call it match on papyrus, right?
Yeah, it was all on papyrus.
Intro music was just drums.
Gorilla Monsoon was a real gorilla.
Not a gorilla. He was still a chimpanzee. Go ahead.
No. He's always been a gorilla. Okay,
chimpanzee rainstorm. Go ahead.
Mauro Ranallo was a chimpanzee.
Luchasaurus.
We can go on with it.
We're going to hell for this first episode. I see.
Welcome
right
to Wrestle Paleozoic, ladies and gentlemen. But when NXT came out and they put it in the black and gold brand, it was something special. It really was, and it brought people back to wrestling.
Amen.
It brought people back because they weren't about the glitz and the glamour. It was about story. It was about character development. It was about developing new superstars, giving everybody a platform. You'd have to start out popular to do something. And look at it now. Someone took a couple cans of paint and went blah 2.0. I'd have punched you in your fucking face. The hell?
I can honestly say between 2016 and, to be fair, 2020, for a lot of professional wrestling fans, NXT was the only shit that they were watching. Only shit they were watching. Now, of course, you have your more hardcore fans who were still watching Impact or either New Japan or Ring of Honor, and keeping it robust in their professional wrestling viewing. But for people who didn't have access to those other streaming networks or channels or whatever, they only had the WWE Network and NXT. And God damn it, if I can say, that time period was phenomenal. Like the matches, the talent that they had, it was just something else, man. Like, God damn it, it was great.
Can I interject and play devil's advocate here?
Please, by all means.
Oh, let's go.
Now you know me. I love me some AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You know I haven't really watched WWE for real,
right,
in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something that I noticed. I actually watched SmackDown today. Well, sort of watched at it. But there was something that I noticed.
It was looking at you, looking at it. Go ahead.
I'm making tuna fish. What the heck are you guys saying?
So I feel like if they want to make money off of the kids like they are, because that is what WWE is now. It's for children. If they want to continue making this money off the kids, they're going to have to keep this same sports entertainment type way of booking their matches. Now, of course, they can, like, the storylines can be different, or better. You know what I'm saying? The characters can be better, but as far as the wrestling goes, it's still gonna have to be pretty PG-13-ish because they want the children. That's the money. That's why they bring Cena up all the time. You know what I'm saying? He makes money. He sells merch. And who wants the merch? Who wants the toys? Who wants the shirts? Who wants the Sasha Banks glasses? Who wants the AJ Styles, gloves?
40-year-old nerds with jobs now. Oh, kids, go ahead.
But I mean, also that's basically a kid. Let's be real.
We're all kids. We just have we have just different struggles.
That's
money
man.
now. We got money now. That's all.
But do you see what I mean? Like, they have to continue with this, like, sports entertainment thing. They can't really turn into AEW or old NXT. I feel like even NXT, the gold and black brand NXT, was pushing it. As far, like, yeah, it was bringing people back to wrestling for sure, but it wasn't like yeah, people are gonna buy the shirts and stuff like that, but they're not gonna buy the little shits that, you know what I mean? Does this make sense?
Yeah,
like
I see what you're saying with that, and I will tag on to that too, because you're right. Their money is based on appealing to the entertainment aspect of it.
Yeah,
they
can't hurt their actors,
right? But at the same time, and think a bit about this: if the kids are the money, these kids ain't got jobs, so you have to rely on the parents, and the parents have got to want to be a part of it too, because on the other side of the kids, you got the fans, and they have to appeal to them, because the minute those fans, and how many times have we seen it in the past where fans have determined what happens, regardless of what Vince McMahon has said. How long did they continue to push Roman Reigns? How long?
Yeah.
5 fucking years.
And they destroyed that man was a company man. That man's a company man. They destroyed everything that he was trying to do because they were in a hurry to make a new John Cena. And that's the way I feel about it. They were trying to make the next John Cena. Like, no, you should have made the first Roman Reigns. Let him flourish.
Yeah.
Let him flourish. But I agree with what you're saying. But the thing about NXT, though, is that it didn't appeal to kids. It appealed to that faction of the wrestling world where you could still say you watch WWE, but not Raw and shit down. I mean, SmackDown. I mean, I'm sorry. I have not watched this episode of Raw and SmackDown in 3 years.
Well, that's my first time watching SmackDown today.
When NXT started doing takeovers, oh, bitch. I was watching every last one of those pay-per-views.
They were amazing.
And they're also better than the main card. Like, takeovers be on Saturday, and they would be better
Very
than
much
Royal
so.
Rumble. But even though I totally agree with Lou, what do y'all think about the announcement that they're going to end the PG era?
I
That's
don't see
another
that.
thing.
I don't. What are they going to do with the kids? What are they going to do with the kids? Because there are a lot of kids in there, and you don't want the kids watching. Like, and me personally, my kids can watch it if they want to. That shit cool. But like, a lot of parents, the ones who will spend money on this, don't want their children watching someone get hit in the head with a chair and beat up with barbed wire on a Monday night. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. So they have to continue with the PG in some way.
Here's how I would answer that. And it's real easy. First of all, if they're not going to get rid of that third fucking hour of Raw,
thank you.
Let the third fucking hour of Raw be TV-14 and let the first 2 be PG. Hell, maybe even the last 2. And that might be pushing it. But definitely keep that first hour PG maybe even the second hour. By the time 10 o'clock rolls around, the kids are going to bed. They got to go to school tomorrow. And make from 10 to 11 TV 14.
Bring the titties out.
Do y'all think, honestly, though, there's enough to salvage?
You hear somebody go, hoo-ha, turn the channel.
What do you mean by that?
Here comes Jerry Lawler. Ooh,
I feel like it's a burning ship, right? They were on the path to adapting and making something new, creating new generation of superstars, but a lot of the talent is gone. As far as like, bell to bell wrestlers, right? Those guys are gone.
There's still some good ass talent in WWE though. Like
it ain't Austin Theory.
I mean, yeah, it ain't Theory. I mean, that's just one guy. But I mean, if you come on now, let me see here. Let's see who WWE still has.
Speaking of Austin Theory, I watched SmackDown tonight. That was Vince's boy. I wonder if they're going to continue, because the way they had Brock come in there and just F5 this man, it was so disrespectful.
Which, by the way,
then he picked up he picked up his Money in the Bank thing, which I didn't even think Brock was going to be there.
Because everybody, like even Alvarez, was saying how Lesnar walked out on SmackDown. He walked out. He was
said,
done.
If he's gone, I'm gone.
But here we are at the last 5 minutes of the show.
Not
Brock
even
Lesnar.
Last like 2 minutes of exactly. Like, and then he F5 Vince's boy. You know what I'm saying? That's his new Cena. And then he picks up his Money in the Bank briefcase, and he's showing it off around the ring. So what does that mean? Does that mean that he's not getting this same push that he was before?
That means they were panicking for telling a story, for booking.
Or maybe they're trying to swerve us.
I think they're gonna give it to Brock on this next Brock Roman thing, because they probably had to throw everything at Brock to keep him from leaving, especially if it came out that he was going to be there.
I see WWE also doing this, allowing Theory to pull a quote Seth Rollins.
And that in turn will push everybody away, because right now the sell for Theory is horrible. The sell for this man is horrible. They took him from where he was. I knew about Austin Theory. The man can go. Trust me, that man can go.
He's a great wrestler.
Now I'm going to give y'all a term that you have used in movies, video games, comic books, everything. They nerfed the fuck out of him. Everybody who comes through those curtains, everybody who comes through that gorilla position, they come in with a resume.
I mean, think about it. Theory started out on the main roster. Then they moved his ass to NXT, and then they moved him back to the main roster. For why?
Why?
I think Vince saw him and he said, "That's my next Cena." I really do. I really feel like that was Vince's boy, and he was like, "Push him to the sky." They was like, "This is hit. This is Vince is like, this is my dude right here," and I bet you he does everything. Like, Vince probably loves that selfie thing. Vince loves that.
I'm sure he did. But in the meantime, you've got all this talent back there who have been waiting for a chance to be written in and be made relevant, and you've just left them in catering. Don't come out of the green room until we come up with something. We were like, why did Sasha and Naomi leave? Because they were underappreciated. They were underutilized. You keep bringing out Natalia. Stop letting that white woman pop up. My gosh. Please keep her back behind the curtain. You ready? Go. That's my only job.
And call me a stan, but there is no reason that Finn Balor has not been a multiple-time world champion by now.
I feel like, you know what I feel like? I was looking at him today. I feel like Austin Theory, like, super admires Finn Balor, because he has such a Finn Balor-esque-ness to him. Like, just watching him in the ring and just watching him after the matches, it's Finn.
Yeah.
It's him. It is literally him. And I feel like Vince didn't like Finn Balor, so he tried to make his own Finn Balor.
because that's Triple H's boy.
But that's what he does, though, right? You know, if you have anybody who had a following, accolades from around the world in different companies, he doesn't really like to push those people. He likes WWE homegrown.
He wants,
God
he wants his
forbid,
own people,
like the Miz. Wow.
and
But
God
see-
forbid you get over organically.
But see, he's living in the past still from his past accolades, of all the previous superstars that became global icons. The formula that you use, he knew there was a point where the shit wasn't gonna work anymore, but he was still trying to push it anyway. I know it works. They're sheep. I know it works. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. How many times you got to see?
You knew what worked.
That's what she said.
Wow.
So said the secretary.
Secretary 1.
What's your name, girl? NDA.
You know what? I think here's I'm playing, so I don't even know. It's not even devil's advocate. This is like weird. I think Vince had a crush on Stacy Keibler, and she didn't give him any action, so he had him a real paralegal.
Oh my god!
Because Stacy Keibler used to come out with the clipboard and the pad and the glasses. She was.
Oh my god,
that's funny. So, what do we think here about? Okay, so Vince is gone. We know that we have 2 new CEOs. We have Triple H back in charge of talent relations. There hasn't been anyone named yet as far as who is handling booking and creative control.
As long as it ain't Bucktooth, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Shawn Michaels?
That man needs to systematically hit in the chin with a sledgehammer at an uppercut angle.
There's a lot of people who are still there who I would love to see in charge of booking and creative control. But if I had to just close my eyes and pick somebody, I didn't close my eyes. If they say, okay, Nix, you pick the guy who's in charge of creative from now on going forward, I gotta give it to Heyman.
Oh, of course.
Because at this point now, Roman does not need Heyman at all. Heyman helped Roman get to where he is now as far as his heel run, but Roman no longer needs Heyman. Hell, the Usos don't even need him either.
No.
So let's have Heyman fall back on his duties as
duties.
Have him fall back from the
I couldn't help myself.
And give that man creative control, or let him put his own team together for creative control. Hell, those few nights when Heyman was booking SmackDown, that shit was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because the one thing Heyman knows is how to tell a story. He's had plenty of practice. He has worked with next to nothing and made some of the most captivating feuds, factions, storylines. I'm sorry. I don't care how much money you have. If you put Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero in the ring and let them go, you've created magic. And that is still to my day one of my favorite all-time matches of all time to see those two go. The Shooter, Dean Malenko, and Eddie Guerrero.
Good Lord. Heyman made you believe in and cheer for Tommy fucking Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer. Like
blue collar wrestling.
On paper.
Yep, blue collar wrestling. Facts.
I mean, come on now. Like Tommy Dreamer in a few years in ECW, like you said, the blue collar wrestler, he became the extreme version, dare I say it, and forgive me if I'm wrong.
Dusty
Rhodes, exactly.
Blue collar worker.
He was every man. Tommy became every man. Him and Sandman. Sandman became the one person that you did not want to see make it, but he went above and beyond, and he made that shit work.
Like, if you look at the gimmicks and characters from ECW, and if you put them in any other promotion, they would never get over.
I don't know. RVD, I would say RVD.
Okay,
would.
well, there are a few exceptions. RVD would get over anywhere. The Dudleys would get over anywhere.
Taz in his heyday, just being a brooding badass who wasn't trying to make friends.
Right.
Come on.
No one's checking for the Sandman anywhere else. No one's checking for the Blue Meanie. No one's checking for Just Incredible.
Man.
But in ECW, Paul made that shit work. And that's why I say Paul should be in charge of creative control going forward for the foreseeable future until Paul decides to hand the reins down to someone else. Like at that moment, if you make Paul that guy, he needs to immediately at that point while he is running the show, breed his successor.
Yeah. Shout out to all the bookers through all the years in the different territories who created stars organically that weren't trying to make them more than who they were and let them grow on their own. Just teach them along the way. I'm sorry. When you first heard of Vince McMahon years ago, he was an announcer.
Yeah, you didn't even know this nigga was the guy in charge.
No, you didn't. And it was like, you're aggravated. Please shut up. Please shut up.
And then the whole time, like, this nigga is the one running the show. That's what was funny.
Man, him and Jerry Lawler was like, fuck, okay. So, but they can get it back to where it is. Right now, the two words I think of because of this whole thing, damage control.
I have 3. Destroy and rebuild.
Yeah.
They've already destroyed the reputation and the glory of what Raw used to be. I mean God, Monday Night Raw, come on. And then SmackDown, NXT, those 3 brands right there, their glory has been completely destroyed. Now we rebuild.
Destroyed by a man who was never in touch with what his audience was looking for.
I wouldn't say never.
Playing with his toys.
I wouldn't say never. He's been in touch, but it's not been for a very long time. It's not been since WWE became public, but a publicly traded company. When they became publicly traded company and started catering to the stockholders, that's when the main product went down the fucking toilet.
And that's what I'm talking about. When the Attitude Era was over, the only saving grace was NXT. And that's because Triple H and Dusty Rhodes, they were not going to let these kids get destroyed. And I will love Dusty to the day I die. That man made me see that you don't have to be all muscles and have this perfect physique to be a wrestler. And he instilled that in those kids. That's when they came down there, those ramp in NXT, I was excited for them.
So where do we go from here? I mean,
to bed.
Nick Khan, obviously. But Nick Khan and Stephanie McMahon being co-CEOs. I mean, we have to hope that Trips stays in his wife's ear and is swaying most of the decisions, because, if she is now the chairwoman, but also just a co-CEO, doesn't that mean she has most of the power?
That is true.
And if most of the power is in the hands of, as far as the business, and then you also have the talent relations with Triple H, I think we're fucking finally getting what we want and seeing Stephanie and Triple H run WWE.
Honestly, if they just get rid of two things. One, get rid of the writers who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Get rid of the writers. Get rid of that 24/7 fucking championship. Please throw that damn thing into the ocean.
If we're going down a list of what needs to go, then I got a list for that ass.
Oh, I know. but the other thing is, work on developing a company and a product that's genuine and not just something that's going to just cater to just one specific target audience. I mean, it's been the biggest joke about the three-week push. Anybody of color only got a 3-week push, and you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you black, brown, anything, way, shape, or form, you got to push for 3 weeks. If you did not make a certain amount of money, a certain amount of time, guess what? Vince was tired of you. Get rid of the misogyny, get rid of the racism, and just let these kids perform. Please let them perform. That's how I feel. As a black kid growing up like in wrestling, I got tired of seeing the same reams of paper every week.
That part. My only thing is this. So Vince is out of the picture. There's a small inkling of me that does tip my hat and say, you did your thing. Wrestling would not be what it is today without you. That I can say objectively. However, now that you are gone, and I'm still carrying my card.
Please don't do a Ric Flair.
I won't. We all knew that when AEW came along, everyone was talking of the AEW comes along. They're giving WWE competition, and in the end, it really was not competition because AEW was spanking that ass.
Yep.
But now that Vince is gone, if we start to see the dynamic change in the creative control of WWE and we start getting better matches and better shows and overall better product, now we got some fucking competition. All I'm saying is if WWE now has the opportunity right now to get their shit together, if they do, with the talent that they have, AEW better watch their fucking backs.
Can you imagine NXT going toe to toe with Dynamite? Can you imagine that shit? Or going toe to toe with Rampage? Man,
That'd be crazy.
Crazy. Like, can you, like, if we could get back, like the days of the Monday Night Wars, where you really were running back and forth from one TV to the other.
I remember that.
Or just taping one, watching one live, and as soon as that shit was over, you popped that tape out and you watched the other one, and you didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m.
Man, come on.
If we get back to those days, it's gonna be a good damn time to be a wrestling fan, because if Triple H has anything to say about it, the real Forbidden Door might be opened.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be interesting to see who they would open it up to. Because you can't stay within a specific area and think that you're going to expand. No, you got a network. You got to reach out to others who can inject something new and different and fresh into it. And I'm gonna say this to AEW, just like I say to WWE. If you have someone that has had a reputation on the independents, introduce them properly. Don't change their name. I don't like the fact that what the hell are we doing?
They want to own their merch. They want to own, that's money. They're not
You can own the merch,
their name.
But see, you can work out something with the wrestler themselves. You can work out a deal so that way it's just as lucrative. They're not going to give you their name, but you can still make money from it if you come to the table and make a deal. That was something Vince never wanted to do. He wanted it all.
That's because it's his show. You know what I'm saying? It's his sports entertainment show. It's his drama fight show.
Yeah, that was.
You know
his,
what I'm saying?
I got a question for y'all. I hate to stop y'all right here, but let's go ahead and what if
season 2
Forbidden Door opens? What if the forbidden door opens? Now that Vince is gone, what if WWE, instead of going to this mega powerhouse bully, becomes one of its own brand like it used to be, and the forbidden door opens?
You muted.
Oh, I
No,
muted
he's
because I want y'all to think on that.
No, he stopped talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now, once WWE gets their shit together, once WWE is finally back in its prominence and how it should be as far as professional wrestling goes, yeah, that's the real forbidden door. Because we all knew at some point or another AEW was gonna work with other companies because of the guys who started the company in the first place. That was an eventual thing that was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time. But WWE has been known for just being this island amongst itself. And we've seen small glimpses of the forbidden door with Mickie James coming into the Royal Rumble with the Impact Women's Championship around her fucking waist. So it can happen. It can happen.
I think we're
if they
gonna see
allow
a
it to
forbidden
happen
door.
organically.
I think it can happen now. It's available to happen now. Anything is possible now that Vince is gone.
Yeah. Final words, Unc. Vince McMahon's gone. It's a new day. Yes, it is. What do you think?
It is now time to take the wrestlers off of the shelf that you put up there because they weren't making you money and start getting some matches. Let's get some stories. Let's build heroes again. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Just stop using the same ones all the time. Please. Please. That will make me happy.
All right. Lou.
I'm sorry, I'm high. I forgot the question.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Your final thoughts on Vince being gone and what it means for WWE's future.
Oh, I honestly don't know because I just don't understand what they're gonna do. I am very excited to see what's gonna happen because, like I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? You have a whole audience that you're catering to right now. If we go more wrestling, we can't really cater to that audience like specifically anymore. You know what I mean? But I did like your 1 or 2 hours of Raw, you know, for them, and then another one that's a little bit more, you know, adult. I do
Titty friendly.
fuck with
Got you.
that. Yeah, I do. Yes, titty friendly. Yes. You want all of that. So but yeah, no, I'm really excited. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like literally everything that I never thought was gonna happen has happened.
Yes.
I did not think Triple H would be coming back. I did not think that we would ever see Vince alive and not part of WWE. Never. Like, I don't know what's happening. This is all like, I'm like, my mind's fucking blown right now. I'm so high. This is amazing.
The man should be dead. That's all I got to say.
Great day.
Slim Jones, my boy.
Final thoughts on this matter is that this is probably the happiest I've been in a single day since President Obama took office.
Damn.
Wow.
Hey, look here. Look here. Before I knew politics, I knew wrestling. Okay, and Vince is around all those years. So now that he's gone, oh my God! Like, you know, Mr. Gorbachev tear down that wall. Like, this is great. So whatever can happen can happen. I feel like Triple H is great with talent. We've seen what he could do. We've seen what him and Dusty Rhodes, Shawn Michaels could do with the NXT. I just say, step on a ledge and open up that forbidden door.
All right, y'all. That has been the pod. I have been your boy Nix. On behalf of myself, Navy Montel, my girl Lou, and Slim Jones, we are out until the next episode.
That's the outro.
Yeah, it's that's the outro for now. It's gonna be for a little while, but we gonna get it there. We're gonna get it there
until we
perfect. All right. So until next time, y'all. Peace.
We outie $5. Let's go.
Bye.